all day. I put in the work all day. Them man are doing this thing part-time, now I'm doing this thing all day. I put in the work all day. I put in the work all day. Look, nah, I don't care what you think or say, I put in the work all day. And if you're talking to Air Max, trust me, it's gotta be a 9 to 5.
Hi guys, welcome to season 2 of the Spoken Podcast. This is episode 1. So we have Em and Chelsea with us today from Attaboy Barbershop in Adelaide. Or
Hello.
Attaboy Barbershops, I should say. So yeah, how are we, ladies?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, we've just been waffling on the whole time before this podcast, so it's fantastic. So we'll have nothing to talk about now, which is brilliant. But yes, good times. All right, to break the ice for our listeners and viewers. So top 5 songs, which I know you two have been so excited about.
I mean, I think some of our songs are the same. Do we both have the top one?
Yeah.
Okay, so our mutual top song is Brent Freya's Trust. We actually have a very similar taste in music.
Yeah.
We actually have a few of the same songs. Good soulmates. Okay, my next one is Slow Down by Georgia Smith. My third one is LSD by A$AP Rocky. Drake, Blend, and Neighbours by J. Cole. So a bit of a mix, bit subtle.
That is a good mix.
You do yours first.
You want to do mine in between?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So as I've mentioned on previous podcasts, not only do I look like Craig David, but I have a massive taste in Craig David's music. So I've gone top 5 Craig David songs.
I love that. Unreal.
I know. So obviously I've gone for the classic 7 Days. Obviously. Then I've gone for Walking Away.
Yep.
I've gone for Rewind, which is another classic. I've gone for Rendezvous.
Yes, that's my favorite.
I know, absolute pants dropper, Rendezvous. And then I finished off with What's Your Flavor?
I love that. What is your flavor?
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting. I could talk for ages about food, by the way, so that's a very dangerous question. I don't know if I got a favorite flavor ice cream. I could just eat any flavor, I reckon. It used to be mint choc chip. I used to be like addicted to it, but yeah, no, I can eat anything now.
Yuck.
What do you say? Yuck.
Yeah, mint choc chip ice cream. No way.
Yeah, I know. I get a lot of people say that to me as well. They're like, that's disgusting. But, you know, I don't discriminate against people's ice cream choices, but obviously Chelsea does, which is fine. So I can't wait to judge your top 5 songs, Chelsea. So
You're in hot water.
All right, so You Know What by Craig David is probably first. All I Want Is You by J. Cole and Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Latch by Disclosure and Sam Smith. What else did I say? I can't remember. Oh, Nobody But You by Sonda and George Smith.
Yeah.
Is that 4 or 5?
Well, that's 4, but then you both had the same one as well.
Oh,
so.
that's right. That counts then. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually, I am so impressed that you actually knew that without writing it down.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Yeah.
Well done. Well done. All right, let's get into it. So they're probably going to be questions for you both, obviously. So these are questions which I've had from Instagram as well. So
I'm so intrigued.
Do you ask questions about
Yes.
Well, yeah, I was actually very surprised that most of it was actually barber related, because I had a feeling that people would just ask any random questions. But yeah, before I go into those questions, I had a couple of questions about you guys. So basically, I know you're both still very young, but growing up in Adelaide, kind of what was your first kind of experience of getting into the hair industry? Like, was it you actually going to a salon or a shop, or like, why barbering?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my first instance would have been probably, I did like a Cert 2 in high school. It was like beauty and hair to see what we liked. I mean, I kind of somehow knew before that I wanted to do hair.
Yeah.
yeah, that's really my first experience with it. I did like the Cert 2 when I was like 16. And then I obviously followed the hair side of things. But yeah, probably that. But yeah, I used to play with like mannequin dolls. Like they were called My Model back in the day. So yeah, I used to plait the hair and do makeup on them and stuff like that. So I think I'd always had it in me. They were like
cool.
mannequins but with shoulders. So yeah, I think that was as early as it gets to me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Chels?
My mum was a hairdresser.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, she didn't do it for very long until she moved here. But yeah, so that was kind of.
Was she?
Yeah, she was.
Did you know that?
Did you? I don't remember that. But yeah, she was a hairdresser, and then Instagram Reels, and it was just satisfying to me. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. I hear a lot of people say that. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I seen this guy doing a fade on Instagram, so I now want to be a barber. So yeah, it's quite funny, isn't it? So how long have you guys been in the industry for?
Just over a year now, I reckon, for me.
Amazing.
Yeah, still new to it.
Maybe. I think I'm on 12 years now. Yeah, it's been my whole life. It's been the only job I've ever done. I've never done anything else.
Oh wow, that's
Always.
unreal.
Yeah, yeah, I've done it all straight from high school. I got into an apprenticeship. I did a school-based apprenticeship. I did it all. So.
And was that barbering then or hairdressing?
I started off as hairdressing because when I went to trade school, there was no barbering course. It wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
No Cert 3. So I did hairdressing. I did all the perms. I did all of that stuff, and I was in a salon for 8 years before I went into barbering.
Unreal.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
really cool.
Yeah. So.
What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that? Are you glad that you did that kind of pathway with hairdressing first and then going into barbering? The only reason why I asked that, it seems to be really popular at the moment that we get a lot of hairdressers going, oh, hang on, this barber industry seems a lot funner than our industry. Let's just go straight over to it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't an option. So, it wasn't even something we could really do. So, I think being able to have that option later in life or later in my career, should I say, it's been great. It was something I always was interested in, but there wasn't a platform for me to get into it. So it was just really nice to transition into it. Yeah. But my nonno, he was a barber as well. So I was always interested.
Yeah, that's cool.
It just didn't seem like it was possible back when I started, to be honest.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. And it's pretty funny, like, how close you two are, but it's completely different. Like, did you two actually know each other before you worked in the shop?
Nah, we just met at the shop and we just connected, and now we're in love. So.
Yeah.
I love it. How good. How good.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good.
That's awesome. All right, Chelsea, I feel like I'm asking Emma all the questions here, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions because I know you really were so excited about talking on this podcast. All right, cool. So you're doing an apprenticeship?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So 3 years?
I think so. I'm on my second year.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. What's been your best part of it so far? Apart from obviously working in such an amazing company.
Yeah, it is pretty freaking awesome.
Good plug.
Yeah. Give me the money.
I don't know, just everyone I've met, to be honest. And they're all so different, so I can learn a lot from everyone. Well, I have learned a lot from everyone, so yeah.
You work along different stylists and different levels and such a vast variety of people, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, I caught up with you guys, when was that? A month ago?
I reckon.
I can't even remember. My memory's so bad. But yeah, obviously coming to Adelaide for the first time and just seeing the actual spaces that you guys work in is amazing. I was so jealous because I speak to Kieran about it, obviously, who's from Adelaide, who's moved here, and it's kind of like I don't know if the Gold Coast will transition into those kind of shops. I'm not too sure if there's a space for it here. Just really like aesthetic looking shops, if that makes sense. It's just like that really cool vibe in there. And it just sums it up perfectly that night that we had there. Yeah. That it could be done there. Because it's pretty cool. It's a really cool environment.
It was an awesome event, and I think it was good to see all the different barbers in Adelaide and what we could kind of, I don't know, create, which was cool. Mm-hmm. But I think, yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to do an introduction, or you're just going to leave people guess? I mean, geez.
Being weirdly antisocial. This is Yodaya. Yeah, I just got her like 2 days ago. So she's our fresh little kitten. She's 12 weeks old.
So cute.
She's a Devon Rex. But yeah, she's just chilling, exploring her surroundings.
Will she go to the shop?
Yeah, she's gonna be a shop cat. Yeah.
That's so cool.
But, at least a couple of days a week. I'm worried she'll be. I don't know. She'll miss me, and I'll miss her. So yeah, she'll be there for pats for sure.
I love that. That's so cool. I mean, we've got our kind of college pet in Spud, but yeah, he's a little bit naughty, so he doesn't really just sit there and just be. He needs to like eat all the hair or like just annoy people. So yeah, it's very good times. All right, cool. Now these are our fantastic Instagram questions which we've had. Now the first one, I'm gonna see if you can guess who this came from, because you do know this person. So the question was, I've heard your boss is awesome. Can you confirm?
No idea who.
Be careful. This is recorded. Be careful. Although we can edit this part out just in case you want to be honest.
Can you repeat the question?
What did he say?
Is our boss as awesome as like what? He heard our boss is awesome.
Can you confirm?
Oh, yeah. He's pretty awesome.
We can absolutely confirm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's good. I know. Great answer. All right, cool. So one of the questions which I found really interesting, because one thing that we've tried to do as the academy is provide kits for the students which are like top of the range kits. So literally be like, we include Dysons in the kits and whatnot, just to be like, we basically want people to leave the academy and not have to go, oh shit, I have to go and spend another like $2,000 on a kit to go and work in a shop and whatnot. So we're trying. It's probably not the best business idea, but yeah. So obviously they get their Dyson, their full kit, clippers, foils, trimmers, which is crazy. Foils aren't even taught in the course because it's all razor work. But yeah, one of the main questions was, what is your favorite tool and why?
Ooh. I think the first thing that came to my mind is probably just my seniors.
Yeah.
I've got the magics. I do. I don't know. My seniors are just hardy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've had them for the last 3 years and I've cut every day with them, and they just feel sturdy. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I got the 100 edition with the metal case back when they came out. Yeah, that's cool. I just love them. I fade with them. I do everything with them. So I'd probably say that. Yeah.
Cool. My magics, because that's all I've got. Or everyone else's.
It doesn't just have to be clippers, Chelsea. It could be anything.
Yeah.
What do you just get in your hand?
My magics, yeah. They would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a very interesting one, asking people about their favorite tools, because then it's like some people would go, like, we obviously the main ones we always get seniors and magics. It's like seniors and magics are like the best ones. So it was quite interesting that you said that.
Maybe my comb. Yeah, I have a YS
Park comb.
Yeah.
That's it.
I do love that comb. Tom gave me that comb. So
I was gonna say, you're an apprentice and got a YS Park comb. Geez, you balling.
Yeah, I definitely didn't buy it. That's fine.
I want one. I don't have one.
But they're so good.
I know. It's I will.
Yeah.
This is where we drop in the sponsor us.
Yes.
YS Park combs.
Yes.
So yes, this is where we'll drop in that sponsorship tag. Yeah. So Pete, who edits this, Pete, get that in. Thank you.
Please do.
All right. Okay. So I probably should have asked if any of you had like associations with brands before I asked that, but there you go. That's all cool. I think we've just got a Kofa model in the room, don't we? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. That happened.
That happened.
Yeah, I was just casually with my suitcase, in the salon on a Sunday, just heading to the airport. And
I know, it's crazy. You're just so busy, It's just like, I'm just shooting off for a trip, so.
Flying everywhere.
Yeah. I can imagine. All right, cool. So next one kind of leads in from favorite too, was what product do you guys really like to use and why?
Ooh. I mean, I'm just going to say something pretty typical, but just this NAC hair salt spray is unreal. It's really dry. It kind of feels like a dust, but you don't get dust.
Yeah.
And I just like.
I use it on everyone. Do you?
Yeah, pretty much everyone. And it smells like it smells like Malibu or like being on holiday.
Yeah, that's sick.
So that's my go-to every time.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I think sea salt spray is very popular on the coast as well because it's like surfy, you know. Yes, good times. I'm not surfy, by the way. I don't know why I even did that. Shackers. There you go. All right. Favorite style. What would be your favorite style to do at the moment, or style which you would really like to do more of?
Tapers. I love doing tapers.
Love a taper?
Yeah, I do love a good taper.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the only good thing.
It's like a quarter of a fade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty easy, so I like it. Anything that's easy.
Yeah.
See, I don't think tapers are easy. I reckon you're selling yourself short there.
Okay, that's all right.
You're smashing it.
Yeah.
I find it a bit hard. I feel like you gotta do it all the way up. Sometimes you feel like you're going up to the crown just to kind of get it there.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mullets, I really want to learn how to do more like long hair, I think. Long hair mullets.
See, that's really good to hear, because normally what we were hearing like 12 months ago was all like, I want to learn the skin fade. I want to learn skin fade. And it's like, cringe. It's like, ugh.
Well, mullets are like a skin fade and long hair all in one. So I feel like you have to have both the skills. You have to have
exactly.
You know, it's 2 whole haircuts on one head. That's how I see it. Even 3 because you've got the top going on as well.
Yeah.
I got asked for a Bailey Smith the other day, and I was like, "Who is that?"
I don't know who that is.
Well, I mean, I knew like the photo of him, but I didn't. I was like, "What?" That was like a nana haircut on top, and then the fade on the sides, and then the whole like my hair at the back. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's full on.
Hectic.
That is full on. That's Adelaide styles for you, right?
100%.
Jokes. I'm joking. All right. So this is kind of one of my questions, but somebody kind of asked something similar. But I suppose you both have to be kind of careful the way you answer this. But it was more around like the Adelaide barber scene, as in like, do you think there's a bit of a what's another correct word? It's kind of like, do you see a lot of shops copying each other's shops, or is it like everybody's just trying to be completely their own brand? Or like, what's your kind of thoughts on the industry in Adelaide at the moment? Do you think it's going in the right way, or do you think they've had a bit of a, not so much slump, but a bit of a pause since obviously this fantastic COVID has been around?
I don't know. I haven't really thought. I think we definitely have a bit more of like our own style here in Adelaide. I think things are kind of rustic and a bit like, as far as how things are styled. I think there's a bit of a difference in the industry. I think you've got a few different kind of stores, and I think there's a few standouts definitely that are probably up with like some of the Melbourne shops and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think we're a bit behind in general.
Do you actually?
I think there's, like I said, there's a few standout shops, absolutely.
Yeah.
But in some ways, maybe I just see things on Instagram and they look glossy and different, and maybe, possibly.
It's an interesting one. Like, obviously, when I was there, being the first time in Adelaide, it reminded me so much of Melbourne.
Okay.
I was like, literally reminded me so much of Melbourne. Just like, well, there's history there for a start, which there is no history on the Gold Coast. So that was a bit of a like, okay, this is cool. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many shops in Adelaide, obviously, as well, same as the coast. But I just feel like on the Gold Coast, it's kind of like that. It's the same shop, but a little bit different. That kind of thing. Whereas in Adelaide, I see like, I know what Kieran used to do in Adelaide, and I was like, okay, that's completely different to anything I've even thought of or heard of. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But there you go.
So do you think we're doing things differently?
Yeah, but in a good way.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah. Like I just thought, obviously, it was really good to go to that event. Like, it was really good because obviously you could, like what you said, you could see the talent which was on show in Adelaide. And like just speaking to Johnny, obviously, who's in the RTO world as I am, it was quite interesting to just hear his thoughts on everything. And it was like his kind of thoughts were, we could have filled this room 3 times with barbers to show off their kind of skills. You know what I mean? It wasn't kind of like, oh geez, we're struggling to find people here. It's like, yeah, there's some really high skilled kind of barbers coming through, which is awesome. So yeah, the next time we do it, obviously Chelsea will be showing off, I'm guessing, instead of getting pissed. Not that anyone noticed. I was just saying. I'm just guessing that you were drinking.
Well behaved.
You were glowing.
Yeah, I think there was a few people glowing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just a dangerous place.
We're a crazy mob, that's for sure.
We're
I
kind
know.
of very fun.
It's good. That's what you want. It's amazing. I was like, how cool is this team? I was like, that's exactly how it should be. Like, that's what I kind of got introduced to the industry as. It was like that really cool team environment. It was like, I'm sure there is bitchiness, but there was no bitchiness. It was like, there was really good banter. Like, even amongst like other shops, which were obviously there, and other barbers which are there, it was like, which sounds really sad. I don't think that would happen on the Gold Coast. Like, I think people wouldn't come if it was a barber shop, which they were like, oh, they're our rivals, I'm not going to it. So
definitely a sense of community, I feel, at the event. And you know, I did go into it hoping that it wouldn't be like a competition or anything like that, and it absolutely was not that. It was it's really felt like it was reconnect, and I did feel like we're connected to everyone, and I felt very relaxed. I mean, I did the demonstration and I felt the support from everyone. It was really nice, and I think it's needed because it is a small community in Adelaide as well. So even if we haven't met, I feel like we all know each other, or know each other, and we might follow each other. So it was a really nice chance to get together and and just kind of connect in that way. It was cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, I hope we do it on the Gold Coast, and I hope it goes really well. But yeah, it was. Oh geez, I can't imagine how Owen and Lee are gonna react to the way you just said about reconnect. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's the whole reason why we did it. It was so people could do that." That's 2-time Barber of the Year.
Yeah.
Lee Windsor as well, just quietly. But yeah, it's it was really cool to see that, and actually, people like, there was no kind of ego about it at all. Where like, that's really hard to kind of juggle that in those situations. So it was just a really cool vibe and everything like that. So I was really glad that we did manage to come down. But then Kieran showed off too much, and it was like, oh geez, he's so Gold Coast, you know. But there you go, it's good times. All right, cool. So I don't like asking like, what's your goal in the next 5 years or anything like that, but more like, what are you looking to kind of accomplish in the industry over the next kind of couple of years? Is it like, obviously Chelsea, you've got a fun couple of years coming up? Yeah.
I don't know. You answer first, and then I can bounce off that.
I'll just talk forever about it.
Yeah, no. Chelsea, there was no point you being on the podcast.
About myself. Yeah.
I mean, I've spent my whole life in this career, so I just want to keep moving forward. I want to keep, I guess, progressing. I think for me, my aim is to get out of the salon full time. That's definitely something I've been looking to achieve. So always work full time. So yeah, I'm heading more to the education side of things. Absolutely. As far as 5 years go, I mean, I don't know. I probably have kids and all sorts. Who knows? 8 more cats. Let's be real.
I love that. Crazy cat lady, of course.
But yeah, I think, I mean, just to work a couple of days in the salon, I think would just be a massive achievement for me, and actually find other ways to, I guess, have some freedom and my lifestyle, and also, I guess find another way to make some money and give myself that flexibility in my weeks would be excellent. And education will help with a part of that, I think.
That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, no pressure. I
mean,
I don't know. I don't really have a goal yet.
Well, obviously your goal is to finish the apprenticeship, yeah?
Oh, obviously, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Definitely. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's just do that first, alright?
Yeah, okay, let's kick that goal. Is there any...
I'd love to eventually own my own shop.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
That would be the end goal, I think.
That's cool. I like that, because it is... You get a lot of people who just go, I want to get qualified, I want to open up a shop. Well, on the Gold Coast we do, and it's like, it's not as easy as that, sadly. Yeah. Which I'm sure your lovely boss will be able to explain as well. who I'm plugging again. But yeah, it's a very interesting one. I mean, that's cool that you want to go into education, Em.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I've always wanted to. It was just a matter of getting into it and doing the study, which I've just finished. So yeah, I think I'm just on the edge of it.
That's awesome. So who do we need to plug to? Do we need to plug to the Barbary? Where do you want to go? Just let us know. We'll put a good word in.
Okay, just
Whoever's paying the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's sweet. I love it. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. All right. That's our questions done for Instagram. I could go into my questions as well, but I don't want to bore you a lot with my questions. So that's sweet. So we'll keep it nice and short and sweet. But what I want to do is a part 2. But I would like to do it obviously in Adelaide. So that's the goal. Anyway, for this series, we're kind of doing because everyone's interstate. So we're trying to do that and get across to other people. But yeah, I'd love to come and check out Adelaide again. It was a really interesting spot, especially for the industry. I think it was so cool. And yeah, hopefully that industry can just keep on growing there. I think it's a really cool little pocket there. So I reckon it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think things are moving pretty quickly in the barb industry in Adelaide too. There's
Absolutely.
Everywhere. It just seems to be in the last probably 5 years or so just really taken off. So it's exciting. It's very exciting.
That's awesome. It means you guys will grow in the industry too, which is amazing. So that's my cheesy plug. That's my academic plug. So yeah, it's what I got to do. I'm an academy owner, so I'm just spitting out wealth of knowledge to everyone through podcasts. So yeah, it's great. So what we like to do to finish up on the podcast is for somebody to sing a song to finish off on. So Chelsea, if you want to start with Craig David, if you want.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm only joking. If anybody's singing, it's me. So no, definitely not. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you are both stupidly busy. And I love it. It's so cool. It's just cool for people to see it. Again, you guys just being in the industry, it's amazing. Like I said to you both on Instagram, our kind of industry on the Gold Coast now is turning into 70% female, which is absolutely crazy. And I love that because it's
girl power.
It is girl power. It's awesome. I mean, I've kind of always gone to a hairdresser for a haircut. So and that was very female dominated, but now that's switching up to being male dominated. So it's sick. It's watching everybody getting into the industries which they're technically not supposed to get into. As my mum would say, 40 years ago, it was a guy trying to be a hairdresser. No, you're not allowed to, kind of thing. So it's great. It's really cool to see where the industry's going. So yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys will be doing in 12 months' time.
Me too.
Yeah. Watch this space.
I know. Watch this space. I love it.
Love it. Taking over.
I love it. No, that's awesome. All right. I will end this lovely recording now. But thank you so much. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for viewing, whatever you are doing. And yeah, if you've got more questions for the lovely ladies, send them through via DM and we will set up another podcast with these guys. But yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. See ya. Sing song.